Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of The Locker Room. I am your host. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Reggie. Now listen, this Kyrie Irving situation is a never ending story.
Nope.
And at this point, I've got to be real with you. I'm starting to get annoyed by it. Now, Jaylen Brown has recently come out and spoken out against Joe Tsai and the Brooklyn Nets' treatment of one Kyrie Irving.
About Kyrie on Twitter. What about that bothered you? And what about Joe Tsai's comment? And then what, if anything, that the league has done has bothered you?
Yeah, his response was alarming to me. I tweeted it out yesterday. He didn't say that the organization was working together to get Kyrie back on the floor. He said that he had more work to do. And our society has more work to do, including Joe Tsai. And it's 2022. It takes 10 minutes of time to see who, these business owners, corporations, et cetera, who they're associated with, who they're doing business with, and who they're affiliated with. And I'm vice president of the union, and it's part of my job to protect our players legally. And to see Phil Knight first come out and condemn, Kyrie, and also see Joe Tsai say he has more work to do, I think it's time for a larger conversation. And Adam came out and said a statement that he doesn't believe Kyrie Irving is anti-Semitic, yet he's still suspended indefinitely. So those are my thoughts.
So, what do you think the reaction should be with him if that's not the way to do it? Like, what should be the response?
I said this before. I think it's uncharted territory. I think it's no distinction between what somebody says versus what somebody posts. And I guess that's what they're trying to figure out. The terms that the Brooklyn Nets instituted for his return. I voice my discomfort. Some of our players, some people in the media, voice some of their discomfort with that. And we've yet to hear what is the latest with that situation. It's still an indefinite suspension. He's already missed 5 or 6 games. So, how many games is he going to continue to miss? Is it another situation going on there? Is it a larger situation going on there? Is another conversation that need to be had? We've yet to find out. So I'm staying tuned, and I'm keeping my phone on to just see what is going to come of this situation.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Jaylen Brown said on Twitter. He said, "This response is alarming for multiple reasons."
Nope.
And I guess he's referring to Joe Tsai, the Brooklyn Nets owner. When asked if Kyrie would be back on this road trip, he said that he still has work to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to talk about this situation. Me personally, I don't understand what these NBA players don't get, right? I've had many of jobs in my past. I'm going to give you guys an example, right? I've had jobs where they said no phones on the job, right? I mean, so if you have your phone out, right, you're going to get fired. Now, I could sit up there and I could say, well, what do you mean I can't have my phone? I bought it. It's mine. I can do whatever I want. No, it's just not how things work in the real world, right? Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Kyrie Irving, listen, I really could care less about what Kyrie Irving posts. I told you guys this. I don't care, me specifically. I didn't get into what he posted. I didn't see the movie. I saw none of it, just like most of you did, right? Most of you didn't watch any of this movie or read the book. None of you saw anything. It's just a bunch of fake outrage on social media. And the funny thing is like I said, if Kyrie Irving doesn't want to capitulate to what the NBA owners like Joe Tsai are telling him to do, then why doesn't Kyrie Irving just quit? Just quit, man. Like I said, you're going to make $37 million this year. Why can't you start your own league, right? We saw a guy like LeVar Ball a few years ago try to start his own league because LeVar Ball saw the writing on the wall, man. These dudes are corrupt. Everybody knows this, okay? The NBA is corrupt. This world is corrupt. Everything is corrupt, okay? But you can't sit up in here, take these folks' money, and not do what they ask you to do. It just doesn't work that way. This is how it works in the real world and in real life. And when it comes to Kyrie Irving, he is more problems than what he is worth at this point. The Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving are in a toxic relationship. They don't want to be together, but they're too stubborn to let each other go, right? Ask me how I know. I've been in a toxic situation before, ladies and gentlemen. So the one thing that I will say is that I have not heard a peep from one Kevin Durant. And the reason why is because, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant could care less. So I see a lot of outrage on the internet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, answer this one simple question. Why hasn't Kyrie Irving's quote-unquote bestie, Kevin Durant, why has he not said anything about this Kyrie Irving situation? I'm going to tell you why. Because Kevin Durant doesn't care. Kevin Durant is about playing basketball. That's what Kevin Durant is about.
Kevin, what did you think of Kyrie's conduct this week?
I mean, I ain't here to judge nobody or talk down on nobody for how they feel or their views or anything. It's just, I just didn't like anything that went on. I feel like it was all unnecessary. I feel like we could have just kept playing basketball and kept quiet as an organization. I just don't like none of it.
Do you feel the suspension is unfair?
I believe and trust in the organization to do what's right. It's an unfortunate situation for people that are impacted by this situation. I mean, it just sucks all around for everybody, and hopefully we can move past it.
Have you spoken to Kyrie, especially since his apology last night?
No, I haven't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, KD and Kyrie are best friends. I have not heard KD say anything about this situation. As you guys heard, man, he trusts in the Brooklyn Nets organization to do what is right. So it looks as if Kyrie is on his own with this whole situation, all right? Start your own thing, man. If y'all don't like the NBA and how they're treating Kyrie, then stop watching. Start a GoFundMe account along with Kyrie Irving, and y'all can create the Kyrie Irving Basketball Association. How's that sound? Bruh. But no, y'all don't want to do that, right? Because that's going to take too much work. It's better and easier to just sit on the internet and be fake outraged about this entire situation when the reality of the situation is this, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie Irving has people that he has to answer to, okay? So if you post certain things, if you do certain things, there might be consequences to your actions. And if you're not going to like the consequences and actions, then guess what? Tread lightly and just play ball. Because that is what Kevin Durant wants to do. If Kevin Durant hasn't come out and said anything, then none of you on Twitter can convince me that Kyrie Irving is in the right in this situation. Because if Kyrie Irving was in the right, I'm pretty sure his quote-unquote bestie will be coming to his defense. But that's pretty much all I got on this topic, man. Like I said, I could care less about this whole situation, man. Let's get back to talking basketball. Let the dude play if you're going to let him play. If not, cut him, waive him, do what you got to do, man. But let's just go ahead and move past this, because at the end of the day, this is just ridiculous at this point, okay? Nobody cares. I don't go to Kyrie Irving to get a U.S. history lesson. I don't. I go to Kyrie Irving when I want to watch some basketball, right? I mean, this is just flat out ridiculous. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. This was another installment of The Locker Room. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.